Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's the Madden Legend Beast Star Brawlerz 16 here, and I have completed house rules. Already went 10-0. I already breezed through it. It's pretty easy. I'm gonna be telling you guys the easiest and cheesiest way to do it, because I don't believe that, you know, people should be sitting here wasting their life, you know, when they have other things like school and work and just a whole bunch of other things going on. Nobody wants to play this frustrating game too long with all these Yu-Gi-Oh cards and abilities and superstars and Magic the Gathering. Like, it's just, it can be frustrating at times. I understand that. You know, I have fun with the game still, but, you know, I get that people, they don't like losing because it's just a waste of time, you know, especially when they have so limited time. But as you see, I pulled a kicker, unfortunately, or fortunately, because he does quick sell for the full, trading him out for an 89, which is actually pretty good. So, you know, I'm actually pretty happy about that. But defense-wise, 3-4 odd is really good, especially against the run, because you can't shift anybody over. That's the thing. There's no pre-movement adjustment, so you know whatever you come out in is stock. Cover 4 drop show is the safest because it's really good at stopping the run, and if it's a pass, I mean, you know, you got cover 4. I mean, sure, they might have all day in the pocket, but there's no crazy route combinations because the offense can't do anything. Also, you can also call pinch buck, because I don't think there's too many stock, you know, pinch bug beating plays. Like, yeah, there's slants and whatever, but you'd have to like make that predetermined read that someone's gonna call pinch buck. And the fact that, you know, you can tell what formation your opponent's coming out in first, that gives you a huge advantage. So, you know, if I see them coming out in the single back formation, I'm hitting that 3-4 odd, you know, and if I think it's gonna be a run, you know, I might call pinch buck, or I might call cover 4 drop show. And that's pretty much all you have to do for that. Everybody runs, you know, different things: pinch dog, press, cover 4 drop show, cover 4, you know, whatever they run from 3-4 odd. Just 3-4 odd in general is really suffocating. You will breeze through 10 wins in a matter of nothing. Especially against, you know, popular formations like, you know, the stretch, which is I'll get into later because that's actually a really good offensive strategy for this game mode. But then there comes passing. What do I do against all the crazy passing runs? Because there's a lot of stock crazy plays in Madden. Like, even if you don't make any adjustments, like, you know, what should I do on the pass? Now, you can stay in 3-4 odd. You know, you can, but you're taking a risk, you know, especially if they do slant routes, which, again, I'll get into in a moment. But my favorite defense, if I know they're going to pass, come in dollar and hit them with that cover 3 quarters, or it's not quarters, but cover 3 show 2. W runs it. I see a lot of pros run it. It's the best zone defense in the game. I love it. 3-man rush. Obviously, you want abilities to make it more glitchy, but even if you don't have abilities, it's still really good. You see how it just locks up. All you gotta do, you just gotta use one of the nickel corners. You can also come out and cover 1 robber. That's still really good. You can also, especially since you can make adjustments on defense, it's still really, you know, dominant and frustrating as ever. I try not to run it because, you know, I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't, to be honest, but I don't know, I like zone better. You know, I don't want to get too dependent on man, but you can. It's an option, is basically what I'm saying. But yeah, you see, I mean, you guys can just see on screen here, it's really dominant. I don't need to, you know, talk too much of it. You know, my pass defense is, I take pride in that. You can also call cover 2 nickel or Tampa 2 nickel. It's really good because the block sheds are really good in nickel normal. But again, I think the best passing defense, if you know they're gonna pass, you know, you just call this cover 3 show 2 from dollar formation. And the only reason I ran that back is because this, at the time of playing that game, I thought it was like 200 yards. So I had a whole different strategy for this video until they changed the rules. So it's 10 games. But anyways, on offense, it shouldn't really surprise anybody. Just run stretch. You can't see, the thing about offense is you're at a huge disadvantage, right? Because you can't make any type of adjustments. The only thing you can do on offense is flip the play. And not even flip the play, you can change the direction of your running back. Thankfully, I-form is so dominant, and because people can't move their people over, you can literally abuse this play. Like, you know, I can even flip the play as you see in this clip here, and I can change directions, and I love it. That's basically all you have to work with in that. Now, another thing I try to recommend, run counter plays. Mixing it in, you know, with counters and inside zones. Like, you know, don't just, you know, spam stretch all. I mean, if it's working for you, keep doing it, of course. But, you know, I like running counter plays now. That's one of my favorite plays in the game to run, especially when I get, you know, one-on-ones with the safety. You know, you just give them a little stiff arm, give them a little chugger, you know, do whatever you got to do. But inside zone, counter, especially stretch, especially if they bring everybody to the box. Just run stretch. Be careful though, because if you flip it with the R stick, you are stuck like that. You are committing to that run. So just be careful. Don't be afraid to run up the middle, as well. Just take what the defense gives you, because you don't really want to pass too much in this mode. I didn't feel comfortable passing, especially if they come out in like man defense or man blitzes, because there's no real adjustments that I can do. I had to make a predetermined play, basically. Like I have to set my mind like I am running this slant or I am running this vertical, and that doesn't leave you with much room to do anything if your play breaks down. They can see what you're calling, like they can see if you get a gun bunch, but you can't see what they're gonna do. So that's why I say you're at a huge disadvantage. That's why I say just run the ball as much as you can. I know it's tedious, it's boring, it's cheesy, but just do it. Just save yourself the sanity. Don't try to push yourself. But again, if you do have to pass though, I strongly recommend you have Steve Young. I don't recommend anybody else, like even John Elway. You need escape artists. There's just no other way around it. But it's just I don't know, like they make it really hard not to run the ball. I mean, you see how effective running is, but if you're gonna pass the ball, I mean, this is why you need to pass the ball. I call slants. I see something I roll out the pocket, roaming deadeye. I mean, I know it's cheesy. Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Yeah, escape artists. Yeah. But as you see, just passing the ball in general, it's risky. Now you can do it. I'm not saying you can't. But the problem is, like, again, I don't like risking it. I don't like having my routes getting locked up and then there's nothing I can do. So I'd rather, bank on those bailouts. If I have to pass, I don't pass unless I have to, or if I'm trying to throw somebody off. Now, Saints playbook is pretty good. They have the best stock plays, especially if you know how to hit your out routes, or I mean, there's a lot of things you can do in the Saints playbook, with no adjustments. Saints spot's really good when you got double corners, you got bench. I mean, there's many things you can do. So thank you guys for watching this video. Like and subscribe if you liked the video. You'll find it helpful, just like you did not. And good luck on your guys' pull. See ya. Peace out.